So that's got to be what happens here. Is we pick up exactly where we left off with to be continued, but now we know the code.
How do we know the code?
Because they talked about wireless receivers and brains, and if somebody knows something somewhere, then other people magically know it. Because the story about the dog painting and stuff like that. You just have to wait for every single variable, every single conversation they have for no reason out of nowhere. You just have to wait for it to come up at some point. So if it hasn't come up yet, then it's coming up now, which is now it's time to do the thing where if somebody else knows something, other people magically start knowing it or have a higher chance of knowing it.
Okay.
So we're probably just going to intuit the code based on the other ending.
Sure.
Because that's the point of the Nonary games, right? Is to get kids to like trigger these abilities.
Like we'll find out, I guess. Fuck.
Click. Oh, congratulations!
Wow.
The door's engaged.
That's pretty impressive. Is it to the other 9 door?
Yeah. Oh, they're perfect for each other.
Oh. Well, that one's vacant.
Oh. The vacant stare.
That one's still single and looking.
He's just got the vacant stare of like he's having what's it called like the groom's fright or whatever, where they want to like run away from their wedding the day of.
Sure.
June. So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can...
Whoops.
That's fine. We've already seen that in the previous ending anyways.
What the hell is that?
I'm so shocked that I put my hat back on.
Shh, quiet!
What? The bullet hole's not knocking?
we just look in every direction. Where could it be coming from? The hollow container that's person-shaped?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out, and now...
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Oh god, I forgot the same code twice. Oh.
There's nothing here.
I forgot how angry that made me.
Yeah.
Finding out the same code was the answer to 2 doors for some reason.
Not making this easy, are they?
It's the candelabra.
It killed June.
Why didn't I think of this before?
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out?
I was just thinking of Clue, where it's like, it was Colonel Mustard with a candelabra in the living room, but it's like, it was the candelabra with a knife in the living room. Like, the candelabra, like, stabbed somebody with a knife. Like,
it's like, what, Beauty and the Beast
Beauty
Clue?
and the Beast Clue. Where the weapons can be the people. And they kill each other with other weapons.
How does that even work? Is that like, do you have to charge 2 people with manslaughter, or is that just the weapon?
You were an accessory to murder.
Yeah, like, are you an accessory, but the weapon that is the person is actually the murderer? Like, is that how that works?
I need something.
Think about your past lives. They'll help you. Just become a rock. What?
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Oh, the quote from the... It's the quote from the note.
It's a quote from the note.
Yeah. Does it look different on here or anything? Suddenly there was a voice inside of Junpei's head. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Junpei was utterly and completely baffled.
Huh? What?
What's up?
Seven and Clover ran over to him, but Junpei didn't know what to tell them.
Huh?
If he told them he'd heard a voice, they'd laugh, or worse, think he was going insane. Or just think you heard a voice that they didn't hear, because, like, shit's going down.
You're also next to a coffin.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's talking in the coffin. Weird.
Yeah.
I get you didn't hear that? You should go to fewer concerts. So all he said was...
Nothing.
Yeah, great time for that, Junpei. We're just all gonna die. He cleared his throat a little too loud and looked pointedly down at his bracelet. Yeah, let's be nonchalant in the seconds before we die. There was a pair of small buttons protruding from either side of it. Junpei. He pressed the buttons.
Shit.
Left,
right. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
I think it was left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah, I think I remember being there on the menu. That's wrong. You should know that already. You should know everything. If you don't, then why did I bother to look at the bracelet? Oh, it's okay, then right, left, right, left, right, left. You already know that the darkness of the sinister hand is telling you to look at the bracelet on your left hand. That's why you look at your bracelet, right? Alright, so right, left, right, left. Where's
right,
it?
up,
there
yeah.
it is.
What
Right,
about it?
left, right. Yep.
I can't remember that. We're not doing it in one go.
It's a coin toss.
Yeah.
So all I remembered was the alternating. That was it.
I like how the voice in his head got mad at him for failing.
No, stupid.
Yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
like-
die because you're stupid.
Like, what kind of shitty psychic connection to myself do I have?
8 numbers blinked on and off on the bracelet display. Junpei checked one last time. You should really be calling this out to somebody.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those...
Junpei didn't answer. You probably should.
Yeah.
He simply walked right to the coffin.
Well, at least he's doing something.
Yeah, he knelt in front of the keypad, running over the numbers in his head so he wouldn't forget.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
With trembling fingers, he punched them in.
He's also doing this like he can't just press the fucking buttons again to get the number.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to memorize it, just be like, doot. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, go.
Yep. Or even just have somebody write them down, which...
Junpei has, like, unlimited paper.
He's had paper and pen this entire story. Wrong.
Coffin just explodes.
Bad end. You're supposed to use Clover's bracelet. They all have different numbers.
God.
That was all of them. He punched the E button. There was a moment of complete silence. Santa and Clover, Snake and Clover get to see each other. There was a sound of the coffin lid unlatching. Someone sat up out of it.
No way!
I think you can go back to novel mode now.
Why
or
are you-
adventure mode.
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
I just wanted a nap.
I just got kidnapped into this vampire coffin, which is apparently airtight, by the way.
It
was specifically explained that coffin's airtight. How much air can you get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it, like, connected to an oxygen supply at the bottom?
I'm just curious about that. Yeah, because like there's a movie starring Ryan Reynolds called Buried, where he's in a coffin for the entire film, and there was an air pump going in and out of the coffin to keep him alive throughout the scenario.
Yeah.
Because coffins are not big,
And
they made
yeah.
it was a specific plot point that this coffin is airtight. That was a specific thing they made a point to say.
maybe they had one of those, they had, like, a little air canister in there.
I don't know. He just got compressed air.
Yeah.
Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And 7? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well?
Sure, buddy.
Jeez.
You're back!
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
From the
You're
blindness.
back! You're back! You're really here! You're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as as though you did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot!
Maybe explain it to him.
I think the fade to black is them explaining it.
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yeah.
He's wearing the Mercury?
He's like wearing some fucking weird clothes now.
That's the Mercury symbol, right?
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then. I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up.
Also, I'm blind.
Yeah.
Like,
Just somebody knocked him out, stripped him naked, put him on another guy just to be like, oh, let's see if he gets killed. Like,
yeah.
I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
how many times has Zero broken his own rules over the course of this game?
I don't think Zero
basically?
did this. Ace did this.
No, Ace didn't make the other guy wear Snake's clothes. That was the whole point. It was a trick to get Ace to kill them.
Right.
That's like, there's so many weird extra details that seem to subvert the games that Zero supposedly set up in the first place. Including, 2 other people, a minimum.
Yeah, he added
Possibly more for all we know.
He added 2 other people to the game that their entire purpose was to be misdirections to cause this ending that Zero wanted all along. So, like, Zero is either the most, strongest strategist in the planet.
No one needs the Zero bracelet in this ending, huh?
No.
Because they escaped on their own, and now we have 4 people that add up to 9.
Yeah, we have everybody.
Because we're like, oh no, we're boned, except if we got Snake!
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who's in the coffin.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why?
Are they gonna go get the...
Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary Game. Huh. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
So who's Zero?
Yeah, who would you guess was Zero? At this point, I would guess. The issue is who was not around. Who was not around when we were searching for the red? Did we search for the red with June, or did we only go with June when we were looking for Snake?
We only went with June when we were searching for for Snake.
So when we were searching for the red, everyone completely split up, didn't they? So it could be literally any character at that point?
Yes.
So we're pretty sure it's not Ace. Because this whole thing's a revenge mission against Ace. There's a decent chance that it's not Snake or Clover, because they're both completely just, like, along for the ride and being blindsided by shit constantly.
Yeah.
It could almost be June.
So my guess is either it's June or it's the girl who died in the experiment 9 years ago.
Yeah, it could either be one of it could just be not one of us. It could just somebody just coming out of the aether.
This game could literally just be like, it was a kid you never knew all along.
It's Dice 9, mommy.
Yeah.
That's Zero.
Oh my god, what a fucking...
That would suck.
What a convoluted story where she wakes up, she's like, oh man, what if other people are like, have telepathy like I do? And she just like makes an experiment for some reason?
And it being Santa would almost make sense, like if Santa just decided to split off separately with Ace specifically so that they could just execute Ace as revenge, while also forcing the epiphany to happen with Junpei. But I think my top candidates are... The main ones that come to mind are June and Lotus.
I think Lotus?
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because her kid was abducted.
Yeah, Lotus could be taking revenge for her kid, and she also just shows in the bad ending. She shows all of her weird technical aptitude.
Yeah,
and she's like, she might not even be hacking the mainframe. She might just be logging the fuck in for all we know, because it's just her system.
True.
And whereas June, I only suspect her because tropes.
Yeah, I only suspect June because of tropes.
June Zero, what a reveal! The love interest had a secret. But Lotus has more support for some other reasons. But they both have a tendency just to spout pseudoscience nonsense that's actually true in this story.
Lotus hasn't spouted any pseudoscience, except for...
She talked about brains being receivers for shit and stuff.
She only said that because she was like, I saw a TV program about that.
Yeah, but she's also mysteriously showing her technical aptitude and hacking in and whatnot.
Yeah, but she never specifically had one feeling or another on anything. Like, she felt kind of like wishy-washy on the whole, like, humans are just here to waste time thing, and she was wishy-washy on the whole, like, picture.
I also think Lotus told the story. Lotus also told the story about the dog photo.
Yeah.
Which is how the good ending happens. Which is the goal of the Nonary game, which is organized by Zero.
True.
She explained the mechanic of the entire story. Like, she explained the ending to us, essentially.
That's true.
So her being Zero is a decent argument. Also, it's like the biggest visual surprise. Like, underneath the weird, like, gas mask and quarantine shit, it's all like, oh, it's actually Lotus, the belly dancer girl.
She's wearing more clothes than you've ever seen before.
On anyone. You can't even see who she is under there. Yeah, I'd probably go with Lotus if I were to pick one person.
Okay.
Who would you pick for your one person?
My one person? Mysterious girl who died on previous
just the unnamed, unseen character that is somebody. All we know is that they're not Snake and not Nona and not Clover.
Yeah, I feel like this game is going in enough of a direction to be that much of an asshole.
Yeah, it's not unlike the writers of this company.
Yeah,
we've seen them do similar before.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape.
Yeah, Keith, God.
Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
7. Come on, 7.
Do the math.
Hey, look, it's your matching pair, 7. The other person that you add up to be 9. Oh, and what does June have here? Oh, it's his other matching pair. 2, you come to 18. That's 9. Oh, there's 2 doors in the room that both say 9. Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
What?
7.
Jesus.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
It's a lot like when I try to play I try to play tabletop games or anything with the family, and my dad specifically will just finish the game without ever learning any of the mechanics, because just basically everyone has to walk him through every single turn for the entire game, and none of it ever absorbs.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right.
What if like a fourth
ready to
or like
go?
a fifth hand?
Oh, where'd that come from?
Yeah, like a fifth hand and it's just 0 and he's like, Can I get a ride with you guys?
It's Tony the Tiger.
I gotta get out of the ship too, it's sinking.
Or it's Yugi.
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
What is he checking?
Fine.
Only one way to find out.
There's a door there.
There always is.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
Wait, do they think there's like a special door that comes up if they do
This
zeros?
was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Oh yeah, didn't we figure out that 0 is like 6?
Looks like you're right.
Oh, he's trying to figure out what number 0 is,
Yeah.
right?
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Yeah, I think that bracelet is number 6, if I remember correctly.
Why do we currently care?
Because it
Just
might
like-
be important to know just in the event that one of the other characters dies.
I'm just taken aback by how calm Junpei is about the fact that his girlfriend that will shatter his psyche if anything happens to her has been taken away at gunpoint, and he's just like hanging out and letting other people have like tearful reunions and
Well, they're
experimenting with bracelets. Like every other time she's in danger, he acts like he's completely irrational.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you think about it realistically, since Snake is here, they can go. So it doesn't matter whether she was taken by gunpoint. They're still getting out, and there's nothing that the other group can do about it. They can't. The other group is going to wait behind and be like, no. You go back into that room and you die in that room. It's like, what? You're going to die with us if you wait long enough. Like, just... So if that's a 6, then what is it? 6, 7, 8...
You have to have 3... you have to add up numbers that add up to 12.
12?
Yeah, because it's 6. You need to go to 18. So ignoring
Right.
the 6, you need to get to 12 then.
Okay. So, let's see. So it's the Zero Bracelet, Snake, and Clover.
Snake and Clover?
Yeah, Snake, Clover, and Cap.
Snake, Clover, and Cap.
That should be 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
No,
11, 12.
12 is not including Cap.
Oh, not including Cap.
You need to get 18. That's how the doors work.
Oh. Well, you said go to 12, so I just counted to 12.
No, I was... Because it's 2, 18. Because that's the digital root of 9. Because we're not going to get to 9 with Cap.
So then it's just us, and it's just us, 7, and Cap.
Subtracting 6 gets us to that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 7, Junpei, Cap.
Yeah. There it is.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it.
Yeah, wait, what? Did we talk about that last time?
Letter... No, I don't think we ever talked about it being letter
Why is it the
O.
letter O? What the fuck?
That doesn't work with any number bases, does it? The idea of going to O.
No, because
being...
number bases work after 10.
Yeah, so it doesn't... Huh.
I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
What?
Lol, what?
What? But we've used the math up until now. What in the world?
So June is the bad guy?
But like they don't know this, but we've already established that 2 different characters had the number 2. Because there was another character that had Snake's bracelet, but Snake still has his bracelet.
Maybe it wasn't the number 2. Now that's what we're finding out.
But how did they open the door?
Because it was a bracelet that equaled 2, but it wasn't the actual number 2. Or we're finding out why.
How is that different?
Well, we're gonna find out why June doesn't technically have a
What the
6.
fuck?
Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
9.
That seems the most
Wait,
likely.
what?
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Wait, but...
what?
So 9 plus 9 plus ace opened a door, right? It was 9, 9, ace?
Yeah.
But that was like door 4 or 5?
Yeah.
What?
Because 9 had a 6.
What? What did we mean 9 had a 6?
9. 9.
Oh, 9's bracelet was
9's
flipped the whole
bracelet
time?
to 6.
What? Now I have to like go back and rewind and figure out if every... But like, how would any of the combinations work if she secretly had a 6 the whole time? I mean, if she had a 9 the whole time.
9? I don't know.
Because like every... What?
What? I don't know, man.
It doesn't sound right at all.
We'll have to check.
It was... Let's see. So it was... Junpei, June, Lotus, Santa, right?
Yep.
Junpei, June, Lotus, Santa. It's a different number. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how that can make sense.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's let them explain how this could possibly work out.
By 3, so it'll fuck up every digital route.
Unless she is literally 9, or unless she's literally 0. In which case, if she is, her bracelet automatically opens whatever door she goes through.
I'm just frustrated. I'm getting more and more frustrated how this game pretended to have rules.
And then just doesn't give a shit about it?
Every time we turn a corner, one of the rules gets broken or changed or subverted in some way to the point where there was no point in having rules in the first place.
As a scientific experiment, this is a terrible way to go about trying to get data for a research paper.
I'm just saying, as a game, it's kind of infuriating. Like, I don't mean like the video game, but like the game in the game is infuriating. Because like if you get rules, then you want to use those rules, but they subvert them so often. Which also had happened in Danganronpa, where they just start throwing the rules out at some point, and it's like, but that was the structure of the whole thing.
I think that's because that's the twist.
Which also happens in Hunger Games, and happens like everything else, and it's like at some point you just break every rule.
Because death games can't have rules, Keith. If you put rules to death games, then it's very boring and stale. Because if you do that, it's formulaic. Is there any death game
that actually ends by the last person usually death games are like last person standing is the winner. Is there ever one where there literally is a last person standing, where they don't just break the rules 75% of the way through the movie or something? I'm trying to think of like Death Race and Condemned and stuff like that.
I would almost say Battle Royale, but they break the rules at the very end of the game.
They break the rules in Battle Royale. Yeah. They break it in Hunger Games.
No.
So at that point, it's just not even a subversion of the genre anymore, because it's literally the only way the story ever plays out.
Not even fucking what's it called? Not even the anime.
At this point, you'd be subversive for just actually doing what you said you were going to do at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, because what's it called? Not even what's the fucking name of that anime?
Lion Game?
No. God damn it! Why am I blanking on the name? The one with the pink-haired chick.
Maze Runner?
Maze
just
Runner.
Saying random shit.
Fucking what?
Divergent? The anime Divergent?
No. God, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. Anyways, the other one that's a death game, and it ends in the same problem, where it's 2 people survive at the end.
Usually, yeah.
It's always that, because people cannot handle the idea that it would be so formulaic if you had a death game, and it's like, only one victor. Who's the victor? I don't know, maybe the guy we've been following around for the past 2 hours. Oh no, that would be boring though. It's like...
For me, it's just frustrating for a mystery standpoint, because they set up a mystery and it's like, oh...
Mirror Nikki. That was the name of the anime.
It was like, how do these things build up to like this ending? And like, wow, so here's what we know. Wrong. You don't know anything. That you're already wrong or thinking you know things.
Wait, yeah, so like...
all of the twists involve breaking all of the rules of what you think you know.
So Zero, recorded the rules... But those aren't the rules? So Zero wrote a sheet, wrote a paper that was like, these are the rules that I wish were for this game. And then he recorded that. But then, those aren't the rules for the game, but he didn't tell anybody that there are no rules for the game. It's such a weird thing to do. Does Zero know that the rules aren't being followed? Or is Zero just sitting here like, what's happening?
This is so bizarre.
Let's go.
I don't know. We're along for the ride. Hold on to your seats, motherfuckers.
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up.
Thank you, Clover.
Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake?
Just write it in Braille.
That's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 and wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work.
I mean, that will literally always be the case. You don't even have to do a proof for it.
Yeah. Also, that's really good handwriting.
Yeah, it's the same one we saw before.
Yeah.
It's almost like a font or something.
It's weird that she can't write on the lines, but I'll forgive her.
She's like writing... Yeah, she's like writing in between the lines.
Yeah, they couldn't fit the font properly, so they were just like...
Oh, weird. When I just looked at the normal, the equations, and they were splitting lines, I'm like, oh, that's fine. But it's weird how her, smaller, single-line writing also, goes under the line, weirdly.
Yeah. Also, she did those boxes.
She put a lot of time into those brackets. Yeah, she colored them in.
Yeah, she, colored these brackets in. That's crazy.
It's like a laser printer.
We're dying here.
She have a laser printer hiding in her pom-pom hair?
She just puts a
If the
paper in her
digital
mouth and
root
it comes
is
out of her
7,
pom-pom
then
hair.
you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
I mean, yeah, no matter what, the digital root's going to change by 3 every time.
Yeah.
You don't need to proof it.
Thank you.
Because the number's off by 3.
They do, Keith, because they have to tell you every fucking detail.
Yeah.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What if you flip it upside down? What if all the numbers are upside down? 8 isn't really 8. It's 8.
I'm trying to look at what's interesting about the list.
They all have 8.
There's nothing... I mean, they are all with 8.
And they all have 3. And if you flip 3 upside down, it turns into E. And E can open any door.
It is weird how she's always with 3 and 8.
It's always in the 20s, too.
Was she
Every single result is always a 20.
Wait, was she always with Lotus? In every door?
Yes. We went with her. And Lotus was always with us.
That's weird to think about. This specific path did that. But there's also you also have to count for all the combinations that happened in the other paths and the other storylines we played. Which is like every door. She's been to like every door practically on her own.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
It is? I was right.
What about it?
So you're going to say Santa's bracelet's a 0? Is that the point?
No. There's no fucking
insane.
way. There's no fucking way.
Have they always been together? But also, like, what kind of, like, weird... what kind of fucked up rule subversion is that? What if we just happened to pick a specific configuration for any of the other doors that didn't put Santa and June together?
No, I don't think there has been a single room that Santa didn't go with June.
Yeah, but you could have put a door... You could have easily put a group of people together that didn't put June and Santa together at any point in this entire game.
But then Santa would have argued to not go with that configuration.
Because he's... What? Because he's 0?
Fucking 0.
But why? What's the point of this entire... weird nonsense rule break?
That's what they were talking about. Is like what
the bracelets are just literally lying about what their numbers are for like half the players.
There's just 2 of them.
Why though?
It's a twist.
Well, no, because it's this one. It's for June, and it's for Santa. It's also for Snake or other not Snake, and then also 9.
This really doesn't make any sense.
Or
now
0 doesn't make sense.
So is 9's bracelet also a 9, or was his bracelet a 6?
This doesn't even. Doesn't even.
So were there 2 9s on the field? Because if not the case, then like how did Ace get into the room?
Did Santa help with the 9 plan at the beginning? Was Santa one of the people that opened the first door so that 9 could kill himself?
No.
Who was in that?
That was it was Clover. It was Clover, 9, Ace. And that was it?
This seems like the most pointless twist. It's like I'm just a little mad mostly, and like it's not.
Keith, there's nothing to get mad about.
What's the point of it?
The point of it is to surprise you. It's a twist.
There's so many like Shyamalan ass pulls going on with this story right now, where they just make up new twists every 5 minutes now.
God, Keith, it's their first time. Give them a break. They'll get better at writing.
Yeah, they probably lost this twist in translation.
It's the localization fucked up the twist. They're like Japanese letters, and they're supposed to mean something.
Because I'm just staring at this like, why?
It's like the whole time it's more obvious to Japanese players because 3 is actually just like 0 written a different way in Japanese, and people are like, "That's weird. I wonder why 3 looks like 0 in Japanese." And but Americans are like, "How the fuck? How did you get 0 out of 3?"
I feel like that episode of Sherlock where they're like, "A boomerang did it," and then they just leave. And that was the whole mystery. And then it's like, that was a bad mystery. Like, it was a boomerang. I'm clever. Do you know how clever I am? I'm like, what? What?
That's quite
just imagine an episode of Sherlock where it's like there's like the boomerang did it, and they just put handcuffs on the boomerang and walk out of the building
on both sides of the boomerang.
Yeah. They're like, you're not good. No matter where you go, you're coming back to us.
Yeah, they try to throw him into jail, and he comes back out. I was like, oh man, he's a genius. No jail can hold him.
Oh, when he goes through the bars of the fucking jail
And
cell.
he keeps coming back out of jail.
He's like the new Moriarty of the fucking season.
There's really a revolving door at these jails these days. The revolving door is his accomplice.
Just imagining like there's a whole Sherlock season of just like a Boomerang as the bad guy.
It would be better than most of actual Sherlock
And
now.
like every time Sherlock catches him, he's like, "I'll get you this time, Boomerang," and he just flies
Here,
away.
let's just watch the shit get smeared on the walls.
So what's
You told me
you
that
mean
the
the
first
9?
time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3.
He knows that though.
So Santa's 0?
How does Santa know that he's 3 unless he's
No,
literally
Santa
0?
is 0.
That's what I'm saying.
His
So,
bracelet's 0, and he has secret knowledge that nobody else has, which is why he kidnaps June. Which is just like...
But why? But why did he put himself in the fucking game with everybody else?
And what was the point of lying about their numbers?
So does he have a bomb in his stomach right now?
I don't know.
So if he like just pushed everyone into the 9 door and didn't go with him, do they all die?
Let's just keep going in this game. Better fucking explain why they even fake their numbers in the first place, because they could have just been 3 and 6, and the game would have never changed up until now.
Yeah, wait, why did they, why did they do that?
Him being a 0 and her being a 9 secretly explains literally nothing in the entire story except the gun scene. The gun twist of like, I'm kidnapping her for no reason, this is contrived as shit, is only explained by the 0 and 9 bracelets being their secret bracelets. So it sounds like they wrote a twist, then retroactively wrote an excuse for the twist making sense up until that point, as opposed to coming up with a reason why that would exist in the story in the first place. But we'll see.
Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Why?
Yeah, sure.
Because he can't see, Keith. He
This is
can't
what
do
you
it
were getting at,
himself.
right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7.
You can't see that he changed it.
This pen has a really good eraser.
Yeah, it is a
Santa's
really good...
true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
Why though?
Wait,
No way. Santa is 0?
Why though?
And June was 9, not 6.
Why?
Conversely, Santa
Dang.
was 0, not 3.
Why?
Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
wait.
But why?
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
You know what I'm upset about?
What?
Every fucking time, at the least necessary statement, they always went, "Gong." But the one time they revealed that Santa is literally
Oh, yeah,
0,
the bong
they didn't
never
do
played.
the fucking bong.
Yeah, it's funny.
What the? Come on!
Just we literally reached the end of the Nonary games before this entire rule change even came up. So I'm just like,
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time. No! The rules of the Nonary game where your number is on your wrist. Literally rule number 1.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case?
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
what's that? You're thinking about poking holes in this ridiculous plan? Well, time to move on without talking about this anymore. God damn it.
And behind the door is 3. Just Santa.
It's right there.
This is legitimately the most infuriating twist the entire game has put up so far. It's the single thing that bothers me the most is this stuff where everyone's bracelets are lying. I'm just like actually not happy about this.
I find it hilarious because this game has just been nothing but a shit show the entire time. And to see that the ending is just like the biggest like middle finger possible is just amazing.
All right, let's keep going.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key
How do you
around
see
here
that?
somewhere.
Did you feel it?
That's probably what the was, yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, it's a trident.
Neptune key.
I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Thanks for the explanation, Clover.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, wait, what? Junpei doesn't have every key?
Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
Isn't that Uranus?
It's the
Yes.
Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Wow!
It's the Forest of Knowledge. We're gonna go get to see the mummy. Aren't you excited to see the mummy, Andrew?
Who's mummy?
Are you my mummy?